is sex a healthy need?
I believe that sex is a healthy need within a relationship. It is obviously not like air or water or food. But I have, I actually have a podcast, it's Sex, a Need or a Want on my show. And people will say like date night is a need or like conversation is a need.
Yeah.
If you are fleeing the Nazis, conversation's not a need. You know what I mean? Like if we are like under attack, you don't like need to talk about your day. But people say, I need to have a conversation to be married. That's a need. But would physical intimacy not be a need? A child, in fact, needs a hug and a kiss. I think most parents would say that that is a need. That need doesn't just go away when you get older, the need for any sort of physical intimacy. And I will tell you that sexual or not, like there's some sort of false dichotomy set up as though there's all these people having so much physically affectionate touch and hugs and kisses, but just no sex.
Yeah.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true. Aren't having sex, they're not touching either. So it's all kind of one thing. Unless it is postmenopause, she's got vaginal atrophy and they cuddle a lot, but like, the intercourse is painful. This is a minority of the people that come in because men are not stupid. They could understand something like one's vagina does not work, and within the context of a loving relationship, she might usually explore that with a healthcare provider. But there are people who come in sexless marriages, all ages. And what I have never seen is hugging, kissing, making out, touching, scalp rub, back rub, but they just don't have sex. That isn't a thing. Increasingly, I see now in the age of, birth control and everything. This is, obviously, that was there when I started my practice as well. But even over the years, I have seen that now sexless marriages basically mean a touchless marriage. Basically, that's the equivalent every time. And I think that touch is a human need. I do think that touch is a human need foremost. Maybe not all, certainly some people are touch averse, but if it is one of your things that you take as comfort and love, then I think it is a need in as much as conversation is a need, or date nights are a need, or hobbies are a need, or self-actualization is a need, or therapy is a need, or any of these things that are need and want.
Yeah, I love that. It's such a good argument because I've literally had that sort of argument come up in therapy last week. It was somebody said, well, surely you need an emotional attachment. You need an emotional connection to want to have sex. But I kind of, what you're saying is like, but what if they need the sex to want to give the emotional connection? So who's, it's like I don't know, it's like a standoff or a sort of everybody loses kind of a deal, isn't it?